How it do, how it be, how it is, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back. For all of our new people coming in from the Shiv 2 crowd, this is our primary shtick. We play Dungeons and Dragons, and we're currently in our off season, which means that our illustrious offbeat outlaw has stepped in to run a very high stakes level 20 summer series. We also have Ben on Tuesdays, Ben Brainerd, so tune in for that as well. I'm Sir Pfeffers, the primary dungeon master for the long shot table, and today we are jumping into Garrakus School for the Ethically Dubious. And I'm a little mushroom man. It's been fun. Offbeat?
Hello! My name is Offbeat Outlaw. You can find me on YouTube and TikTok under those exact same names. I make YouTube content. I make silly shorts. I make deep dives, builds, and all sorts of jazz. And I am the DM today. Ready. I am ready. I am excited. Startch Mange, go.
Hello, I am Startch Mange. I am Taco, who plays the character of Startch Mange. I don't do much cool shit anymore other than be corporate Taco and go to work. Startch is a chef wizard boy who sometimes eats snails. Jared, tell me things.
Well, thing number one, I am Jared. Thing number two, I'm playing Lanfere, who is the primary researcher of the party and is just bailed twice now to just go do research. So, yeah, we're jumping back in, see what's going on.
And chat, for everybody, as far as updates go, we have a lot going on. I've got 2 panels going on at Gen Con, one of which is almost full on tickets, which is the DM's Do's and Don'ts with Ben Brainerd and Diana. And then over on Saturday or Friday, we have a one-shot with Quincy's Tavern, Kiki Does Stuff, Vex Wild 14, and just a ton of amazing creators. But we gotta make sure we hit the 50 mark, 50 tickets. That's the minimum, and we just, I think yesterday, got the official green light on it. So we're scrambling a little bit, but if you want to get your tickets, now's your chance. You can find links for that in the Discord, which we have, and you can get bingo on there. We've got fan-run bingo from our community. We've also got memes and a fantastic community. If you want to get caught up, you can head over to the YouTube Long Shot, where you can get caught up on the 3 weekly streamed campaigns that we have on our on-season and the various summer series. We got a Patreon on the way, and I think that's it for announcements. So I'd bounce back to, yes, Taco.
My chair just put a bunch of black marks on my wall, but I don't give a shit because we own this bitch.
Let's go to home ownership!
Where's my white picket fence and my dog, damn it?
My backyard barbecues and homeowners associations.
I want a house that looks like the nuke towns that they built in the 50s.
So, in the wreckage of this massive fight.
Hey, Beth, you're not done.
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, player.
Hey, player, shut up. You don't control the banquet
I just had a thought and I jumped on it. I'm sorry. Please, off
It's all good. So, and which is especially funny, Tsusoet, because you're dead.
Oh yeah!
Went down again?
Oh yeah, baby!
Oh, he got like killed outright, I'm pretty sure.
You got killed with a level
Best
14 spell, Wrath of Crystal. And so you flopped to the ground, crystallified. Ignatius the Inquisitor goes, "Oh no! This is preposterous. I'll immediately have to report this to Garrakus. Let me go bring Mavis, because it's delightful." And so Ignatius and Mavis whisk away to Garrakus, and that's how we get her out of the episode. But back with Lanfere. Lanfere, you are finishing up your studies on the Crystal Great Worm. For a refresh of what you discovered last week, discovered that there was a lot written by a dragon by the name of Byzanimus the Great Gold, was their title. And they wrote a lot about great worms and their theoretical, scientific, and other such ramifications. You know that they have several books and whatnot. You know that they are also a researcher. You know that they are a field researcher primarily, and they don't often work at any formal institutions. But you have their books, and you've learned in your studies. Please roll an Arcana check or an investigation check, your choice.
Same bonus, so we will roll investigation. 15.
Within a 15 on the investigation check, there's so much information, it can sometimes be hard to figure out what details are important. You find a few important things. One, obviously, great worms, beings of immense power. They rise to power by consuming... you learn this. They rise to power and to come about as a great worm after some of the following conditions are met. A great tragedy has befallen them. Consumption of upwards of billions of like-kind snails. So they have to be the exact same kind. Or divine intervention. And as a member of science, you know that this is usually put in either dead serious or as a bit. But that is what you learn. Unfortunately, not much else is written on great worms, as people who have the chance to study great worms usually die. You could present one of the greatest papers on great worms if you live through this adventure. With that being said, Garrakus knocks on your door. Lanfere!
Yes?
My god, I already sent the rest of them on a mission. You were studying this whole time.
What else would I be doing?
Got him.
I don't like that you're good at your job sometimes. It makes it hard to be upset.
But look at all this data.
I'm very pleased with your production efforts. Please go and just go to the to the planet, please. Please immediately head to teleportation district.
Well, fortunately, I did just finish up, so I guess I can, yeah.
You go. He's just gonna go fast. He closes the door, thinks a second, opens the door slightly. I'm gonna wait for you to leave so you don't get stuck in here again.
Oh, fine. Packing a satchel. And just freaking hit whatever plane shift or however we get back to.
You can just make your way to like the teleportation district, which is just an area with
fair
teleportation circles ready built.
Resources.
Yeah. So what you have to do basically, as you're heading over there, just a reminder, you can change out your magic items if you wish, if some of them are not preserving you as well as you'd like them to. On the last session, everyone also got a feat. So you can add a free feat to your list if you haven't already. And additionally, finally, as you are walking, you begin to stew on all of this information you've gathered about great worms. Your spells on great worms get +1 to saving throw, and attack rolls. Only when targeting Great Worms.
Nice.
Wait, the worms get that benefit, or
Lanfere does.
gains that
Lanfere
benefit?
gets that
Okay.
benefit, yeah. So when he's targeting
Does
Great
that
Worms,
stack with the buff I got last time, or does it override?
stacks.
Oh, heck yeah.
You teleport to the main planet. And you see Startch is there. You see a dead Tsusoet, Mavis and Ignatius. You see them just leave.
Startch, my boy. His flesh.
Happened to, well, I guess get into the fight with the
so
crystal something.
unedible. Oh, hi, Lanfere.
Hello, Startch.
You.
Wait, is that Big Hat Logan?
That's Big Hat Logan. I forget if I'm a dragon right now or a man.
You could have shape changed back in between this time.
I will be boy.
Okay.
He's been like this for at least 59 seconds. And anyways.
Is he stable, or is
He's
he...
so dead. He's so
Frozen
super
in
dead.
crystal.
You should have seen it.
Tsusoet,
Yes.
could you please make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Oh.
He's deceased.
Con. I've got con, right? I've got 4. 16, dirty 20.
You die again.
You're dead.
Perpetual death
Tsusoet.
experience. It's terrible.
Tsusoet. Your little mushroom boys. Mushroom is not a collection of, is not a single organism. It's a collection of many organisms. You feel you were dead, but you weren't really alive either. You awaken once more. You are back at 1 hit point.
He's still encased in crystals.
You know the crystals were dropped on concentration once you killed
okay.
Logan.
Oh, so he's a loose body. He's not like
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
like
he's a
Sokka with the creeping crystal.
No. He's just yeah. You have 1 hit point.
Lanfere, you saved him.
Thank
I didn't do anything.
Your presence.
Oh.
The fraternal bond between you two is strong.
Collect a lot of good data, but I don't know about.
Oh. Okay, did we win?
Yes.
Okay.
In front of you on the ground is Big Hat Logan, whose head completely encased in crystal. And you see around his arms are these armbands, bracelets of sorts. These were glowing and lighting up when he was casting his spells during the fight.
I look around for Jefferson.
Jared and the rest of your students are sprinting down the hill.
Okay.
Rocky holding KitchenAid in his arms. I don't want to call him. My brain is going exclusively to Footjob, but that's not his name.
Fucking Tozy.
Toenail.
Toenail.
Toenail is sprinting down as well. Jefferson in tow. When they arrive at the bottom, Jefferson immediately goes to you, Tsusoet, and goes, Tsusoet, can I talk to you for a second?
Yep.
Brings you over. I think I know what you are.
I'm listening. I'm all ears.
Okay, so you know how people can animate corpses, right? It's like a thing that people can do.
Yeah.
You were underneath all of that. There's a body of sorts, and then there are mushrooms growing on top of them. You are an animated corpse. Someone cast Animate Dead a long time ago, and they just didn't stop. They didn't recast it, and you just got away. You're a free-roaming undead.
Maybe. Then I turn.
Devin flips his arms like.
Find me proof, Jefferson. Find me proof. We need answers.
He immediately grabs a fistful of your mushrooms and stuffs them in a bag.
So it dies again.
Yeah.
That is not 1 hit point. That is not a quarter. That is, if I took out a chunk of your hair, that's not a quarter of your life as a civilian.
Oh man.
But you guys have 1 hit point. You have 1 hit point. Startch, I think, is injured. Lanfere, you're peachy.
I'm gonna cast heal on myself and get 70 HP.
It looks like there's nobody around.
Sweet. It'll be a safer rest while I get my spell slots back.
You guys, this doesn't look like a terrible place to take a short rest if you would like. I mean, the crystal landscape is more or less barren. And insofar as there's no more crystal mages, you should be pretty okay.
Well, seems like a good idea. You have a seat. I start bringing out my research and pop a little presentation of all the crap that I found. It takes conveniently an hour.
Short rest activated.
Y'all may take a short rest here. During this time, short rest, nothing of real reproach happens, but you guys can have some light conversation if you wish. Role play if you must. Or you can sit in quiet angst.
Oh man. Feel restless. I've got weird problems on the mind. So I'm gonna kind of get up. Still listening to Lanfere and his findings and taking them seriously. I'd like to make a nature check on this area and see how the crystalline terraforming is impacting the nature.
Go for it. You can use your wisdom stat instead of intelligence.
Uh, 14.
You feel into the landscape a bit. It's difficult. There's not much life happening anymore. It seems very similar to that of any type of very rocky terrain in the higher altitudes, like any very mountainous regions that are just, rock. You'll note, though, that there is a certain property of these crystals, this enthralling effect of them. It seems to be affecting some of the lesser wildlife in the area. If it's too large, it seems like they're getting killed off. But if they're smaller, like about the size of a dog, they're becoming enthralled.
Interesting. Domesticating crystals. Lanfere, I had a second conversation with the mollusk, which led to an interesting conversation with Startch.
Who? Combine them.
Startch and I are both bridges of a kind. Unsure exactly to what that means. But our enemies, who we've been fighting up against here, not necessarily the crystal worm, but those who tried to manipulate them, seek to weaken the barrier between magic and the mundane life and death, that sort of thing. But he was very specific with do not let the snake eat. So I think that might be a core piece to making sure that we can handle this. We can handle this crystal grey worm.
Wait.
I know it's against your chef nature.
Included
Say again?
when you told me the snake.
Well, I assume he
And-
speaks of the dragon.
A specific, but it said
Snake.
the. There's just
Yeah.
it's
What,
This
not
is
just-
true.
You
He
told
said,
me not to eat snail.
yes. Which
Am I the snake?
are you?
I just. I'm not.
I don't know. You made me walk
I
to the
don't
other
see
side
it
of the blue room. You had a fun conversation with Mavis. I'd like a few answers.
You just. Do you forget things when you die?
I've died so many times.
Very good.
Just
some
soft.
people have reported memory loss upon reviving from death. Yes.
Did
We have
was
data for
was Tsusoet ever directly informed that you were
No, but
secretly?
I turned into a dragon to fight the crystal thing.
Yeah, but that's just cool.
And like wizards do that all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
What you had said in combat was I go back to my original form, but that wasn't something that Tsusoet technically suspects that you might be a dragon, but he hasn't been told.
Okay.
Because you
I
told
mean-
Mavis and sent Tsusoet away.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, you do know that I wish cast Simulacrum and then turned into a dragon,
Ooh, okay.
an ancient silver dragon. Because you were alive when both of those happened, but I don't know how wizard knowledge-y.
Well, I rolled an 8 on an intelligence check just to see if I can connect the dots.
Say this is like a DC
so
10.
this is an enigma.
This is unknowable.
Are you?
Enigma.
Lexi! Oh.
Love you. He brought me tea
Nice.
and then walked in when I said the word enigma. So naturally, I am the fool. But so this is confusing.
I'm confused.
This guy's
Man.
This guy is claiming that he can turn into a wizard, but is a dragon. But okay, Startch. But is a like, oh man. If only there was an answer that existed that could put this together.
Feels like
for
I've
me.
got all the puzzle pieces, but I can't seem to fit them all together. I've even got the corner pieces.
Okay, so let's recap. You talked to the mollusk again. When did this happen?
While you were researching before we came out here to fight Crystal Boyo.
No, I mean, what was happening when it happened?
Well, I went back to my home planet, which had been petrified over by Garrakus. Yeah, I've got beef with him, but that's on the back burner for now. Don't trust him. Also, he was called the
Wow.
usurper by the mollusk, so I feel a little vindicated. And so I sat there looking for answers to what I was. Looks at Jeffathan.
You're an undead.
something horrible is gonna happen. Jefferson's gonna do something terrible. He's gonna like hire a cleric to come in.
I would actually just, I take out the sending stone and I call Dad.
Garrakus?
Yeah.
Don't trust him.
Hello, what is it, Startch?
Do we have any clerics on staff?
No, no.
Why would we like a cleric on staff?
Zombies.
Are you encountering a zombie problem? Is that the issue? Do you need to deal with a zombie?
I need to turn one specifically. There's a door.
A
It has
door.
a cryptic lock. We think if we turn an undead in front of it, it will open.
Make a deception check, please.
Just the slow frog two-eye blink.
6 + 7, 13.
What'd you get again? Sorry?
6 + 7, 13.
Starch, what the hell are you talking about? He doesn't buy it.
God damn it. Click.
Nice.
Crank called your boss.
Is your cleric running?
You better go and turn him. Toenail steps forward and goes, "What we could do." Hi, I'm Lanfere's a student. What we could do is find. I know we have paladins on staff. Paladins deal more damage to undead. We have them smack one of you, and then smack Tsusoet, and then whoever's in more pain afterwards, after a test of about 100 times, I will reveal the average of the amount.
How do you talk?
Listen, Boots.
Cast message.
Oh, you're still alive. Look at you.
I am a lich. I've been alive for quite some
Well.
time.
So,
You know what I mean by alive.
so you actually would have some experience with undead.
Yes, there is another way I could do this. But I would like your consent first.
I mean, can't you just like
Explain.
tell by looking at him? Like, don't you guys like know each other?
No, I would need to cast a. I'm going to use an ability. It would be to command you. If it even finds you as a target, then you're undead.
All right, but Jefferson's running point on this. This is his homework.
All right. Jefferson, are you writing this down? Yeah. All right. You see Toenail. You see his feet like clench into the ground as a ethereal ghost figure skeletizes out from ankles up. You see a Grim Reaper cloak flow out from the skeleton, and you see it point a bony finger at you. You are mine. Please make a charisma saving throw, Tsusoet.
Two 13s plus 0. 13.
Tsusoet, you find yourself enthralled to Toenail. But
Homina.
there's something wrong.
Oh.
The mushrooms that are controlling you resist it.
Ooh.
Your body wants to obey, but the mushrooms, your mind, does not.
Oh, it didn't work.
Well, this is intriguing. It seems like Tsusoet we know is a parasite to an undead corpse.
This feels weird. I don't like this. I feel like a puppet.
I release my command over you. And the skeleton disassembles, and you are once again your own.
I look at Jefferson. Hey.
Everything like he's so proud of himself. Soon the hour though of your break is up. And you guys have a great worm to find, kill, conquer, command, do something with. What do you do?
I'm going to use natural recovery and get back my up to a combined level of 9 spell slots.
Okay.
I'll do that real quick. So these bracers.
Yes, the bracers. They're still on the corpse and have not been removed from Logan yet.
Wait, are these the upcasty boys?
Yeah, you haven't picked them up yet.
Oh. I see him look at them. I go, no. Snatch.
you grab. As you pick them up, you are immediately greeted by a voice.
Oh, God damn it.
Hello there. Hello there. My name is Crystal. Pleasure.
Not even once.
Come here up, please. I look, I won't talk if you don't want me to, but I should explain what I am.
I pick him back up. Your drugs.
Who?
No, I'm a magical item. I am inscribed with the personality of a great wizard. Ooh, yes.
Keep going.
Thank you. Yeah, okay.
It's fucking Tuesday. You're talking like...
This is I can cast locate. I can help you find the dragon that you're looking for, all right? I want to be free of these braces. I'm trapped in here. It's dark.
You're
It's cold.
inscribed. You're not...
What if you only think you're trapped in there?
Okay, here's what we're gonna do.
There's a
We
difference
are-
between being written on the bracers and living in them.
Okay, but I am a fantastical magic item. If you wear me, help get rid of the crystal great worm, and then lose me, I could turn into a gremlin. And I'll be a magnificent gremlin wizard. And I'll be free with my old personality. Trust me.
Can I vibe check the gauntlets?
Yeah, sure. Insight check.
I don't think I'm good at these. Oh, never mind. I have a +8. Let's see how it goes. 18.
18. These bracelets definitely think that this would work. And they seem to be they say they have the personality of a great wizard. This doesn't necessarily not track. You just don't know what wizard this could possibly be. Make a history check to maybe guess.
Okay. Dear God, I love rolling average today. 16.
You heard once of a wizard who was studying the alluring properties of crystal. They were a flamboyant fellow, that was rather they were pretty good at their stuff. They went to the Findlemere school. But their name has been kind of lost. At the very least, you don't remember it. But this is ringing bells.
Okay. What would... Who are you?
You may call me the Crystal Braces. Thank you.
No, your name. Of the wizard.
That's just the thing. I can't seem to remember it. All I know is I'm Crystal Braces.
Yeah, well, what if you come out and you're like... fucking... Cataracts, the Great Lich or something?
Oh, I'm preposterous.
You live in bracers.
I do live in braces. I am the braces.
How do I know this isn't like a phylactery or something?
I glance at Lich Boots.
I hold it. I gesture them towards Toenail. Toenail, do you know this man?
What is this? I assume this is a one-on-one thing, so we haven't
Oh.
like heard any of this.
Yeah, no one's heard anything.
Oh, my bad.
Startch is just like kind of freaking out, holding these braces.
Are they not normal bracers?
Have you cast Identify on them, Startch?
No, I picked them up. And God, you're so. This is why they pay you the big bucks, Toenail.
They don't pay me anything.
I know, you
wait,
pay
who's
to
getting
be here.
Who's getting paid? Lanfere.
The teachers.
Technically, you're paying us.
Yeah, I'm getting paid.
God damn it! I hate this school.
But in exchange, you get a letter grade. You know, it's how it works.
At the end of it, you get a piece of paper.
And maybe some connections.
Get an office
I'm
job, kid. We'll pay 3% of your tuition every year.
I'll cast Identify.
Alright, you cast Identify. You find the crystal bracers. Is the name of the item.
I swear to God.
Inscribed with the soul and personality of Galahad, the great crystal mage.
Galahad, the great crystal mage. Sorry.
He known for his eccentric and loud personality, and his very thought-provoking research on crystals in general, as being arcane focuses, and perhaps their other multifaceted uses. Galahad is these bracers allow you to use the ability of spell smithing, allowing you to upcast up to 15th level spells, with certain spells getting additional effects. Notably, Wall of Force gets a special effect, where if you cast it at 10th level, spells that you cast, that your allies and you cast through it, get upcast to 10th level. And enemy spells cast through it are downcast 5 levels.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. Volt. Yes. But there are other effects hidden within the crystal bracers. It is noted that the personality is entirely like magical. There is no soul within here.
Okay.
The bracers will try to convince you to leave them somewhere to turn into a gremlin. It is important to note that this will not work, as magic items cannot become gremlins.
Okay. What was his name? Like Galadriel, but not Galadriel?
Galahad.
Galahad. What a lad, what a lad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then do you have the description typed anywhere, or do I need to?
I'll type it up right now for you.
Oh my God, you're so great.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him go.
Mm-hmm.
Those fingers go crazy. Do I have to attune to Galahad?
They are automatically attuned as soon as you pick them up.
Oh my God.
So Lanfere, to catch you up, I was discovered, originally thought as the sole survivor of my planet, and ended up coming to the school through Garrakus, but I have retained a mistrust that has been steadily growing since the beginning of this adventure.
I mean, to be fair, you probably shouldn't trust anyone at this school.
Yeah.
Least of all, Garrakus. Least of all. But, you know, he signs the paychecks, so, and the research grants, so,
Petrified
So you,
a planet. Please stop.
Startch,
who hasn't done
what
that
do you
once
say?
or twice?
Shall we enter our court, Startch?
Your name is Galahad. Galahad.
Sure it is. Whatever you want to call me.
Dear God, okay, I shall don thee.
I am Galahad Galahad. As long as I'm in your service.
All right.
All right, you got him.
I got them. They're on.
I mean,
what-
really, did we not destroy this planet by stealing that dragon corpse and creating the Great Worm by proxy?
We're on our way
How are we
to
any
it
better than Garrakus?
because we're trying to make sure it doesn't happen for, personal gain, but that's fine.
Well, I mean, the Great Worm is already Great Worming. That's the problem. And we're not responsible for it, so...
But it was my planet.
Sure.
A little bit of personal emotional
Bit of air.
attachment there.
Toenail steps forward and if it makes you feel better.
Oh my
I've
God,
turned entire
Boots.
planets into zombies before. They're all dead now. It wasn't personal.
I'm just gonna stare at him.
I'll go away now.
You're too good for this world, Tsusoet.
All right. Galahad, find the worm.
You cast locate creature. And with this, with this cast of it from the crystal bracers, you immediately learn of the location of the Great Worm. The Great Worm is quite a distance away. It seems to have found the town where you guys initially landed off, where you guys met the Harry Potter knockoffs.
Yep.
As it's begun to set up its spire, making a giant mountainous region where it can rest, nest, collect items, do whatever the fuck it wants. But it is beginning to turn that area into its home.
Okay.
It is locatable and navigable. If you guys would like to start heading over there.
I will walk with my wrists extended.
I will hop on my broom.
I'll begin to make your way there. Please, as you guys are navigating this crystallized terrain that is beginning to slowly creep and spread, navigating it can be sometimes a bit of a challenge. Please make a survival check, all of you.
Don't worry, boys. I got this. I don't got this. 17.
I've got this. 18.
I've got this. 19.
Let's go! With our efforts combined, through the power of friendship, you guys are able to cast the relevant spells, lifting each other up, mage handing supplies, tensors floating, disking stuff around, and you're able to get people to where you need to be, even though the terrain begins to shift and change and whatnot as you go. The whole time, Startch, Galahad is yapping in your ear about how great life is going to be when he's a gremlin.
Okay. Good Galahad.
I know. Being a gremlin is simply the best. I can't wait. As you guys begin to make your way through the crystal landscape, you eventually find your way to the outskirts of that town, and the mountain in the distance that is formed is by all measures massive. It is a whole mountainous landscape. Think of a section of the Rocky Mountains. It blots out your view as you arrive. And at the base is this town that once was. At this point, you see blood splatters of crystals that just crushed people and mushed them into paste all about. Some people are still encased inside, ashen remains. And at the base of all of this, you do see a glowing light, a glint shining at the very base of the mountain, where all of this death has occurred.
Do I feel pulled to that? Like, is that like...
Just kind of neat. You
Just
can go and
kinda
check
neat.
it out if you want. You can ignore it.
Well, personally, before we get any closer to this town or this great worm, we need some strategies in place.
I will cast Pass Without Trace on the party.
That is perfect.
Does anyone have Wall of Force prepared?
Yes.
Good.
Good.
You can throw up a Wall of Force if we're in imminent danger. I mean, I have a half dozen ways to teleport us back, so
Okay.
that's a good contingency.
Blitz
there.
recon. I like it.
Well, we don't really know what kind of senses we're dealing with. We don't really know. The dragon may already know we're here. Probably does. Have we
Oh.
stepped into a lair yet?
I mean, the landscape did start changing about, I think it's 5 miles ago, so I'd say...
Well, yes, but the transition from corrupted landscape to lair is not as distinct as you might like.
Before I cast the stealth spell, can I cast briefly Elevated Sight to get like that high AoE vision to get potentially get additional information?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
You cast this elevated sight thing. Please make a perception check to find any additional information and details.
I grab a hold of Lanfere so I don't like 20 plus perception plus 9, 29.
You get this elevated perception, and from this bird's eye view, you learn of some very important details, actually. The landscape, this large roiling batch of mountains is it is not randomly placed like initially suggested. It is arranged in a sigil-like formation, a spell-casting circle of sorts. It seems as though the dragon intentionally raised and elevated the crystals into specific structure in writing that you do not recognize unless you speak Draconic.
I do not, but I do that thing when mom's on the phone that and needs a pen, just like the you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And then I'll try to sketch out that symbol I'm seeing.
Okay.
Would likely be aware that Lanfere speaks it.
I hand it to Lanfere.
Please make a sleight of hand check to transfer it accurately.
Come on, baby. I've got sleight of hand for days. I've got a +6. That's a 13, 19.
19. Your penmanship leaves something to be desired, but it is accurate and correct.
That's what we want.
Which is all that we care about. Lanfere, in Draconic, This is a spellcasting language, so lots of broken sentences, symbolism, things that don't necessarily always flow coherently. You see written in a circular formation. You see the words that are that read gate, transport, transform, gap. This
He's trying to open a gap on this planet.
you know,
They're sweaters.
He's starting a strip mall.
The jeans. They're so affordable.
middle class families and lower will be able to have stylish wear
We did
for
not-
decades.
We did not save this town from an industrial era. We just killed
Somehow
everybody.
we made it worse.
But no, this is very this language. As a very keen spellcaster, it seems like they're trying to cast a very large version of the gate spell, a probably higher level version. Gates can sometimes affiliate with higher power entities like gods, but this version seems to be very keenly affiliated with transporting something very specific. Doing something, and the word transform sticks out to you, considering all of the terraforming that has been happening. Make an Arcana check to attempt to connect the dots if you would like some additional information.
I will pop my vision back down and then cast the stealth spell I mentioned, or pass
Oh,
without
come
trace.
on.
Mhm.
14.
14. With a 14, you unfortunately are unable to bridge this information any further than what I have currently presented. If you have another epiphany, feel free to ask or attempt to check again. But until more information is presented, this might be as far as you go. Also, in that perception check, I was very focused on the sigil. I didn't mention the defenses. There are what seems to be coagulations of magical energy dotting the landscape. Not entirely dissimilar to the glowing light that is in front of you right now. Slightly dissimilar, not entirely, though. It looks like all the ones that are up there are of a different color, a sort of pinky purplish hue, whereas the one in front of you is a very clear, radiant, sparkly gold.
Interesting.
But
Floating this idea out there, what are the chances the worm is trying to summon the mollusk? Cthulhu style.
That implies that his goals were aligned with the people who enslaved him.
Well, we know that if you were listening to my explanation earlier, that Great Worm, part of the process is to accept a pact.
Right. Consume a bunch of the snails as well, which the mollusk would not like. You have to eat and then give up your sense of identity as well, if I remember correctly.
Really know how the mollusk feels about consumption of snails. Do we?
We do. We know that he don't like it. I have spoken to God.
Did it mention this to you? What didn't it like about it?
Do
What
not
was
let the snake eat. It said some other things, but it was very, very opposed to dragons eating snails.
it said, "Do not
looks
let
at
the
Startch.
snake eat," in response to Tsusoet asking about snails.
But why? Did you get the sense that it was deliberately being obtuse, or was it referencing a snake? Because dragons are not snakes.
I think the mollusk is such a greater mind that everything it says seems abstract to us. You dig?
No, I don't dig.
Jefferson, help me out here.
Find a student to do that for me. Or mold Earth. Let's be serious. Was that also the vibe you got, Startch? Did Startch? You said they
No, I
also
was
had
alone.
a conversation.
He
Oh.
talks to me. Everything I have is like eighth hand.
Okay, well.
I now
just-
realize that you expertly dodged my "Are you a snake?" question earlier, Stodge.
Yes. Does he look like a snake?
Did it earlier.
Are we still being abstract, or do we still think?
We're still being abstract. We have
Are
yet
you
to
trying to
we have yet
comment
to
on
see
his
any
character,
snakes
or-
in this adventure at all. Assumedly, it is a serpent.
Well, the word was snake.
Oh my gods! Probably the dragon or dragons in
This is
general.
why I take the notes.
That's fair. But I do know that, well, that was the faction, not the Great Worm. We don't know the Great Worm's motives, but if it is forming, did these mountains seem like the Great Worm formed them, or were they already here?
Formed them very intentionally.
Formed them
Made
very
out of crystal.
intentionally. This could be a big ass gap. So that
It's
means
actually, yeah. Anyway,
that implies that
So many genes.
that implies that it has a goal and is not like insane or feral. But we do know that the process of becoming a great worm, you have to give up your sense of identity. You're to a degree. So
I do a quick history check internally to see if I remember any other mentions of specifically snake in mythology.
Okay. Make a history
some-
check, please.
I can go to the lore wiki in my brain. Please at least be above a 5 this time. Thank you, 23.
All right. With a 23, dragons being referred to as snakes is a very antiquated thing. It kind of plays off of the presumption that they would scheme and connive to get into positions of power, while also making a play of the fact that they are reptilian in nature. It's very old. It's very old-fashioned to do that. It's almost biblical, in a fashion. It'd be like he was a carpenter, and being like to say that they were Jesus-like. So it's an antiquated term that does have an affiliation with dragons. And if the mollusk was saying it in conjunction with what should we do about dragons wanting to eat snails, it seems to make sense that would follow that it was probably referring to a specific dragon. Especially if it said the snake.
You like call God again. Like, what were you doing when you spoke to God?
I went and waited in the area where I saw him last. My petrified home planet. We could go there.
Yeah, we could. Do we want to go there?
You guys want to go see if you guys want to go on a field trip to a really sad and empty place where my home is.
That for one of us. Yeah, I don't know that we necessarily need more cryptic,
No
like that might
guarantee
be a
you would
waste
show
of
up
time.
either.
Yeah,
But what if he's
exactly.
talking about the worm?
But I think we could probably surmise that it's the worm and the mollusk are in opposition.
Yeah, I think
I
that's safe to say. They're opposite sides of the spectrum, snails and
Wait, but
dragons.
what if the worm took a pact with the mollusk?
I don't think the mollusk likes dragons.
Well, is the worm a dragon? Probably.
Yes.
I won't rule that out as a possibility. I found some records to indicate that that might be the case.
Oh, okay.
But
How are we the bridge, Startch?
We've talked about this. I have no idea.
Okay.
I also don't know what the gap is. Well, not the one that they're building here. I'm sure it will be great for the community. I also mean what we bridge between, you know.
Yeah. Jeffathan, the whole reason you're out here is to gain wisdom, so that you may, make your transition into druidic natures. What wisdom have you accrued on this adventure that might be of insight here?
If two people are after the same thing, they are likely to be in alignment for a time, but their opposition will be revealed at the end, like with the demons and the wizards.
B+.
They bo- B plus? Can I get that? Is there any way I could get at least an A minus?
Do better.
I'm trying to go to grad.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go to grad school.
wow, really hit him with a do better. God.
That's how you get better grades. I'm a teacher.
But that is Jeffathan's insight. You guys see the crystals before you, glowing very bright and high, lights darting about within them, and a light standing before you with the broken and shattered remains of the town beneath you.
Well, I guess we could go look at the town.
I've got
You
my
have
stealth
to-
up. Let's go.
You'd have to unearth it. It's crystal.
Is it clear crystal?
Yeah. Clear enough, you can see it's there.
Oh my gosh, I have divination.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
While we're getting ready, just to quickly see if we can get any additional insight to put a pin in this. I will sit down. Spores will form a geometric circle around me, and then they'll all die as I cast divination as a ritual. And my single question is: the snake you referred to us that you did not want to eat, is that the great worm?
A magic and an offering put you in contact with the god or god servants. Single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. Truthful reply: the spell doesn't take into account any possible scenario that might change the outcome. Okay. You cast a spell. And you get a vision.
Okay.
Almost like as you close your eyes, your perspective of the world flips upside down and right side up again. Layered over top of the world that you are on, you see into the theoretical plane of the weave. And you see on the crystals, this crystalline circle, you see within this great magical circle, it's above this group of people. And these people are not like any people or individuals you've seen before. They are beings of energy linked through tethers, collectively. They look up at the circle. They hold hands and fear the worst. You hear mutterings of, please hold. Please don't break. Please. Your eyes flash to before you again. The lights shoot around the crystal once. You flash back to the crystal, to the other perspective. And that hole shudders in the sky. The people grab each other tightly and panic for a moment. You hear someone say, please stay hidden. Don't let the Great Moon find you. Oh, being of force, stay hidden. And that is your answer to your question.
Oh my god. I will snap back and relay all of that as well as one-to-one as I can. All right, let's go check out the bright lights.
I think. Yep, that seems like the correct. The light wouldn't be hiding anything. We're trying to find the thing that's hiding.
I don't know.
All right, to the bright light. You know what? Big red buttons have never failed me before.
Oh god.
Let's walk confidently down to this glowing thing.
Let's do it
Have you ever heard of
stealthily.
an anglerfish?
Oh god. Have you eaten one?
You walk up to this glowing golden light. As you approach,
Stealthily.
Startch,
Yes.
charisma save.
Huzzah! Possess me. Nat 20.
All right. Plus what?
Oh god.
That 20 is an auto successes and rules is written D&D.
Charisma saving throw?
Yes.
21.
You are not blasted back. However, a voice does reach out to you in your head, in your head alone. Avast!
What?
Ye scallywag!
Oh,
Oh, you wretch! You vile entity! I stand before ye, blocking you, preventing you! I alone am the bulwark of strength! Do not break into our home!
Why do things keep speaking to me?
I
Hi.
don't know why they do keep speaking to you.
Shut
Startch.
your whole mouth.
Startch, you're having a day.
I don't want to hear it, Lanfere. You have one voice in your head. I am hungry, and I have two extra, and one of them is quite boisterous. Orb. What? I continue. I'm walking.
Make an intimidation check at advantage, because that's funny.
Oh my god. I rolled an 8 and a 10, so 11.
I will not! I will not
Nice.
let you walk! I will stop you! Ah! Ah! Oh wait, you can't see me. Ah! And it pops out of this orb. You see a glowing golden snail with wings aloft, raised to the heavens. It is large in size, and you see it is wielding with its dainty little arms a giant flaming sword. And as it stands there aloft, blade raised to the heavens, I am justice. I will stop you. I am the radiant snail.
Like the radiant snail?
The radiant snail, oh mushroomy one, you undead scrump.
Oh. Oh.
Startch is beginning to cast a spell. At party, this is me giving you the hey, my hands be moving. I would like to cast Hold Monster.
You may certainly try. Cast Hold Monster.
I cast it.
Okay. What saving throw am I making?
Wisdom of 19.
That is a 27.
I would like to barbs of the silvery variety. Hand me the advantage.
Oh. I'm gonna legendary resist that because that was a nat 1.
Oh, well, I rolled a nat 1, and that's how we got into the situation that I just created for us.
Yeah. Stop! No, don't you charm me! Oh. Are you a dragon?
Yes, and I'm quite hungry. And in a bad
Oh!
mood.
Then I am correct in my indignation. I shall not let you get in here.
Nordic has given, I assume, Taco the inspiration. Oh, it goes to offbeat. Because you're evil?
I will
He never
save
played
it.
this.
Cool.
I will save it.
This is what that's like. Why? DM's
What?
rules are made up anyway.
Mhm. You are not allowed in here, I swear on mine life. You see it is darting around really fast, just like striking poses left and right, blockading your forward progression.
Is it still speaking directly to Startch, or is it?
It is
Yeah,
now
can the other-
projecting to all of you. Once it arrives,
Yeah, okay.
it started projecting to everybody.
What are you defending?
Mine home.
Is that like
Fucking
the
in
light
Minecraft,
source?
bro.
Or is it the orb?
Is it like
Or is
a
it these
hidden
mountains?
home?
I do not need to tell you anything.
Need no, but we're students of nature and.
I
all
cast
of
Chill
it.
Touch at it.
Oh.
Feeling it up. Feeling it
Roll
up.
to hit.
Startch. Do we need to make some s'mores or something, buddy?
He's so crazy.
23.
Yeah, I'm gonna. The radiant snail is at bat. As this is a ranged spell attack, because Chill Touch is a dumb name.
Whoa, what? I didn't tell it to do that. The timing.
What'd you roll to hit, Startch?
23.
Ooh. I got a 20. I also have a 23. so nothing happens. As you see, the radiant snail swiftly slices through your spell, attempting to bat it back at you. Oh, drat!
Does it connect? Does he take necrotic damage?
No, he doesn't. His AC is flexible.
Okay. God damn it.
What do you want, anyway, with my home? Was it you who set up this crystal mass?
We killed the crystal thing.
We are here to thwart that, actually. We actually might be
yes,
aligned.
and those crystal bracelets, I assume, were made purely for the fashion statement?
Took him off a dead
Oh.
bitch.
I combined 2 5th level
Yes, that we
spells
killed.
and cast Hold Monster.
Oh. I'm gonna go up to Startch and be like, hang on, man, this might be an ally. I also project that information to everyone involved.
There's another
Very
nat
least, when's
one.
the last time we talked to a snail?
The other day, it was gone!
You did.
That is another legendary resistance from me. It is no longer paralyzed. It resists, but it has. You're chewing through its legendary resistances because I keep rolling fucking nat ones.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't want to fight you. I do not want to fight you.
Then what was the whole opening?
You scared me.
Hold
approached-
on.
You are
hang
a
on.
glowing orb on the floor.
Hold on. Gang. Tighten up.
So would I eat him or I eat you?
I am a druid. I have a vested interest in the nature being of the correct manner within this realm, and right now it is not. It is afflicted by these crystals, and I think I would like to know how we might be able to make it right. And it sounds like you're opposed to the strange goings on here as well. No.
Well, yes.
Okay, then we are aligned.
Including him. You can see him salivating.
Yeah, but he wants to eat everybody. He's fine.
He's a cook.
Yeah, it's a part of the shtick.
Excuse me, chef.
Can I? Well,
The snail is going to insight check Startch Mange. Startch, would you like to hide your hungry
No.
nature?
No.
Okay. No, he
No.
wants to eat me. That is not the stare of a cook. That is the stare of an aggressive
Well.
predator. And I am his prey, but I will not be prey.
He wants
con-
to eat this guy too, but
That's more of like a curiosity. This is more of like a species-based addiction.
I don't know how to tell you this,
species-based
Starch.
addiction.
You guys, it's like water.
I don't know how to tell you this, Starch, but God said stop it.
Not my god.
It doesn't matter. It's just the God.
For context to my player friends, due to the grumpy start Startch has had to the day, when a giant, unique, sentient listening snail appeared, I was like, oh, I'll roll like a wisdom save real quick to see like how my snail eating impulses responded as. It was a nat 1, so I'm fucking eating the snail.
You're hungry.
I would like to
Like,
also
I'm hungry.
insight check the Starch.
Yeah, just so like you guys know, I'm not just being obtuse
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
sake
yeah.
of being obtuse.
No, you're totally fine. Insights. 15. I'm not gonna be able to convince this guy otherwise.
I mean, you could try. Like the man who puppets the meat puppet that is Starch is willing to like be convinced for the sake of like the narrative
Okay.
and like the work of the group. I will never be like, I'm doing this and you can't stop me.
No worries. I kind of want to see you eat him, though. Is the thing. As the player, as the
Yeah, I'm
character
really-
is trying to.
Really hoping that Hold Monster would work so I could just shapeshift and just nom, 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 nom.
Bite him a couple times.
Yeah. Just a nibble.
Listen, man, I'm trying to save your life here. I think we actually could be allies.
I want to be your friends. I do. There is a threat on the world.
Yeah. A giant
it
crystal
ourselves.
great worm.
And how do I know that he is not working with the giant crystal great worm?
How do you know I'm not the giant crystal great worm?
I know you're not the giant crystal great worm because you are small.
Damn.
Well, yeah,
You're small, I guess.
I like this guy. He's logical.
You know what? I'm going to reset this interaction. He casts calm emotions on the group.
counterspell it.
I can't be charmed. I assume the lichdom worked on me, but because I'm an undead. But
You're going to count his other comment.
Fuck you.
I see how it is then. You will then face the wrath of the radiant snail.
I cast daylight. A giant 60-foot radiant beacon appears above me.
Well, there went the pass without trace.
Roll the damage, please.
Daylight is not concentration.
Oh god.
I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm just bringing it to bear. It actually, I don't think it does damage. This is a 3rd level spell. 60-foot radius sphere of light, boom, in the sky. In front of the radiant snail. What's his reaction?
Things are pretty tense. Very tense. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna take a mark out of Taco's book. I'm gonna make a save.
Okay.
He's. And for my 3rd nat 1 of the night.
Oh my god.
We are like
Guys,
two
you-
drunk dudes who have just decided we are fighting and for no reason.
I'm the DD, just like, guys, you're gonna puke in my back seat.
This is a parking lot, and I want to fight.
It is 2 a.m. outside in Arby's.
What's outside the gap? We established this.
The mall parking lot.
Oh God, we're fighting the radiant snail. You know, I was not anticipating the fight,
Neither
but
was
I'm
I.
so into it. We are going to be heading to break, so
All
I
right.
can go and find this thing's stat block. We will be back in a couple of minutes, chat.
And we're back.
So, the radiant snail raises his blade aloft. I will not have you infest mine home! Avast, ye scoundrels! And I need you all to roll initiative. Pretty please.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Oh, that's where the nat 20 was hiding. Thank you.
Oh, cool.
So fun.
I'll see your nat 20 and lower you a 4.
Oh, God.
Oh god, I'm gonna be first in of the party.
Okay. 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 We have Tsusoet, Startch,
Ah, this song. Let's go.
and Lanfere.
This is a perfect Radiant fight song.
The radiant snail looks up from its weird stalk-like eyes. You see it tears off its shell, folds
Oh,
it
God.
into a great shield,
Oh my god.
and you see this orb on its back glowing bright as the sun.
Could've
and
been
it
friends.
raises its blade aloft and down over its face in a very structured motion. I impose the law of fealty. I need a charisma saving throw from everybody, please.
Uh-oh.
That's a 4.
Oh, this is magical. I have advantage. Thank God. Oh! Oh, thank God. Nat 20.
Nat 20, okay, plus what?
Nothing. Is it a charisma saving throw? I don't have any pluses to charisma, though I have immunity to charmed.
Okay. What'd you get, Lanfere?
Oh god, I forgot. Where's the log?
I assume the lich
12.
from earlier. Oh.
Unless it is a charmed condition that I can advantage.
It is not a charmed condition.
Damn.
Rip! Yeah, so 12.
12. A 4.
And based on how you looked at theft regarding a nat 20, not planning on using the advantage I have from silvery bars.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I rolled as high as I could. Damn. I still have an inspiration from like episode 2 that I haven't used.
You feel a weakness overtake you. A sunken feeling of anguish as I am going to choose a dice and you will no longer be able to use that dice. Let's pray it's not the D, it's random. Pray it's not the D20. I'm gonna roll a D6. No more D12s.
Okay,
to be
okay,
used by you guys.
okay.
You roll a D12, you must bring it down to a D10.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting.
The Radiant Snail will then make 4 attacks on Startch Mange. There's a 24 hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've already used 2 of the. See,
32. 17.
Yep.
16.
Yep.
All right. 4 hits.
we've already got
Okey-dokey.
2 of the legendary resistances out of the way.
You do.
So good job on that, Taco.
You're welcome.
Solid, solid.
You take Startch.
Mhm.
All 4 of these hit.
Yep.
122 radiant damage as he blitzes you with his sword, slashing, stabbing, cutting, gutting, exploding in a radius of light every slash.
Oh my god.
I'm still up.
Are you down to you're still up? You're still alive? Good, good,
Yep.
good. In that, thank you for still being alive. I get to do more fun things.
Oh my god.
Um,
Wait, is he next to me?
he is next to you. He is, please write down that you are. I'm just gonna write down something. Starch, you feel a glow upon you.
Ooh.
Almost a glow of 4, even. Almost like
A
there's
4.
a status effect linked to the amount of times that it hit you. Lair action.
Wait,
More
I
like
might
a
have a
environment.
reaction. I might have a reaction.
All right, go for it.
Checking. Is he within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
I can impose disadvantage.
It's not worth it.
Oh.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and I hit with a 16.
Okay.
Starch does not have that AC.
Okay.
Starch ain't built that way. The lair action happens. You feel the law of fealty, as he imposed, begin to progress. Progression cannot outlaw the D20, but I'm going to choose a new thing to prevent.
Oh gosh.
It's a 6, so I re-roll.
This is insane.
5, so I re-roll. 3. D8s are now banned.
Oh my god.
You use D8s in anything, you must now use D6s.
Is that replace or stack?
Replace. So if your spell, like say you're casting Fireball, that's 8d6, that's 8d8s. Actually, I think that Fireball is d6.
Sorry.
Never mind.
Are both D8s and D12s eliminated?
Yes. Both of those are
that
banned.
was my yes. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's
Okay. Tsusoet, your
Okay.
turn.
I'm gunning for his. Do I have metamagics? I do. He hasn't really cast a spell yet, so I don't know if he's got spells in the pocket. He's just got cool features. So I'm going to. I am going to try to bait out that assumedly last, legendary resistance with a feeble mind. He needs a 20 intelligence saving throw.
Let's go. That's a 24.
No.
You still have your reaction for a silvery barbs or anything? Do you have a silvery barbs or anything? Any
I'll
kind of
barbs it.
reaction?
Yes.
You'll barbs it? Okay.
I'll give inspiration to what are your names? Lanfere.
That is unfortunately a higher roll at a 27.
Okay. All right. Alrighty. I'm done. Oh, I get action surge back with a short rest.
Yes, you do.
I will
Action
burn
surge.
action surge.
Okay.
I will upcast heat metal on his sword.
It looks to be made out of light.
Ah, okay. I will. Upcast Moonbeam. 5th level. He needs a
Alrighty.
con save of 20. Because we still have our D10s, baby.
All right. What damage type is Moonbeam?
Radiant.
Reading the spell explains the spell.
I'm gonna intentionally choose to fail this one. Please roll your damage.
well, at least we haven't done damage to it yet, so you can't heal it.
Listen.
Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna drag you for that.
27 radiant damage.
Yum, nom, 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 nom.
Oh.
You see him. You see the radiant damage. Your spell is consumed, just lost from your hand as the energy is absorbed into the glowing sun on its back. What level did you cast that at again?
5th?
5th.
Yippee! I get that slot. Yum 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 yum. Yum.
Well, I'm done.
Startch, your turn.
Yup.
You've got 4 glow on you. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
A Constitution saving throw. Existing? That's a con save. 27.
27. A brilliant flash of light consumes your vision for a moment, but you block it. You close your eyes in time. You resist the urge to look. and the glow disappears without a trace. You may now take your turn.
Okay. Breath weapons are physical, not spell.
Not spell, yes.
Okay. Could I breathe through my upcast wall of force or no?
The wall of force upcast very specifically requires it to be a spell in order to
Okay.
pass through.
So I would just trap us with my stank breath.
Yes.
Okay, I will burn a 4th level spell slot and a 6th level spell slot, and wall of force for the bonus around us, keeping the snail outside if possible.
Yes, you may. You dome you guys inside, and with this 10th level spell, you see, rather than the typical invisible wall of force, when you spellsmith this into 10th, almost a crystalline lattice traces its way around you, and once it solidifies, this vibrating pulse of energy envelops you, connecting you directly to the weave. That is your action, Startch, and concentration. What would you like to do next?
Yep. Your spells, they get more powerful. Shoot shit through it, Adam, not radiant.
Oh.
That'll be turn.
All right. Wait.
So
yeah,
just
me?
to go through the mechanics of the party, anything shot through this barrier from your side gets upcast to 10th level.
Wow.
So,
Ooh.
yeah,
I
anything that is
suggest
anything that is
scorching
cast into it from the outside is downcast by 5 levels.
Wow.
So, potentially making the spell fizzle if it's too low.
Would a dart from magic missile split into 10 darts when it passes?
Yes, it would.
Might I
would s-
suggest a lot of magic missiles?
It would split into 1, 2, 3 from that. And to 9, that gets you. It'd split into 12 missiles because magic missile from level 1 gets you
3.
3 missiles.
Okay. Then probably still scorching ray.
Well, I don't have either of those. So, instead, and hopefully this won't immediately get Tsusoet killed again, we're gonna do a disintegrate.
And break the
Ah, dang
Wall of
it!
force?
You're right.
The
Never mind.
disintegrate,
We're
not in
not
this
gonna-
case. As you guys are casting through this upcast version, it will not break the wall. This is allowed.
Disintegrate is back on, which will be upcast to a 10th level.
Mm-hmm.
My math checks out. That's going to be 14d6 plus 40.
Mm-hmm. I need to make a dex save, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, what does it look like when you cast disintegrate?
Good old fashioned point and shoot. Yeah, you know.
Ooh, pew. Well, I failed my dex save.
Huh? Up all the way to 14 here. All right, so smooth 80 force damage.
A smooth 80 force damage. As it is shot through the as you shoot this base level disintegrate into the crystal structure, it bounces around the wall of force before firing in a much larger aperture directly at this snail.
Wow,
Crisp.
funky boy.
Crisp damage. Or Lanfere, that is your action. Would you like to do anything else?
Nope. Good.
All right. The Radiant Snail's turn then. It's gonna look at you all in your bubble, in your crystal bubble. And he stares at you all very angrily. And he's going to attempt to cast a spell. So in the case of Disintegrate targeting the Wall of Force from the outside in, that would break the bubble. Just so you guys are aware. So counter spells might be necessary here. As you see him bring the sword in front of him, strike down as he casts Disintegrate. Any objections?
I have
Gonna
no
be
reaction.
a counter spell for sure.
All right, Lanfere, you are casting through it. That is automatically a 10th level counter spell. And my Disintegrate fails. Okay. I'm going to change my strategy. The Radiant Snail is going to end its turn, and it is going to lair action. And it is going to progress the law.
Oh,
D6s are now banned. Brought down to D4s.
Damn it.
we've got D10s.
That means if you are using a D8, those become D4s. If you do D6s, they become D4s. If you use D10s, you're still good.
So no matter the level I cast it at, if through barrier, upcast to level 10.
Upcast to 10.
Sweet.
Yes. So it is your turn.
At 6th level, because I'm running out of lower level stuff, I'm going to cast Insect Plague. Needs a con save of 20.
All right.
As I just manifest all of these like locusts.
Okay, that is going to make the save, but I believe I still take damage, correct?
I believe. Let me check.
Yes.
20-foot radius sphere. Yeah, I assume so. Half as much on a successful one. Upcast to level 10, so 5d10 at 6th level. At higher levels, 1d10 each one above 5th. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That comes out
Extra
to.
5.
Was that?
That's an extra 5d10, so that's 9d10.
right. Okay. 9d10. I'm just going to use a roller. It's faster.
Wall of Force is kicking my ass, but I really like it. It's neat.
A measly 38 halved magical piercing. But he will start his turn in it.
All right. How much piercing?
38 halved.
14.
14?
19.
19?
Okie dokie. The bugs launch from you, and then as they hit the barrier, multiply instantaneously into so many more bugs. I am now going to take a legendary action. I need to do something about this Wall of Force or I'm fucked. Or I could just keep on taking your dice.
Decisions.
There's so many decisions.
Who still has a reaction?
Startch
ain't
got
me.
his back. Startch just got his uses already.
I don't
Yeah,
have a
so
reaction that's useful.
Yeah.
You have.
What's it casting?
You
I'm
wish
trying to figure
cast
out what I'm trying to think of what to cast.
Not right now.
Yep, Ash Wish-
I'm
Wish
going
has
to
a
sacrifice 2 of my law progressions. I'm going to give you guys back your D12s and your D6s. And I'm going to give my weapon a property. I'm going to give it the Force Breaker property.
This is a real thing.
And then I will... That is end of legendary action. Starch, it is your turn.
Okay, thank you for the D6 back. I will cast. Where did it go? Where's my psychic lance? Wait. God damn it. What is it actually? I always want to call it. Okay, there we go.
Ralphalim Psychic Lens or
Yeah.
Mind Spike?
Ralphalim Psychic Lance. So he will need to make a DC 19 wisdom, or not wisdom, intelligence saving throw.
That is a 21.
I have to keep counter spells up, that bastard.
Well, he
Alright.
just gave his sword the Force Breaker property.
Oh. Yeah, this is worth barbsing because he'll get incapacitated.
Ooh.
Okay,
If
am
he
I gonna get
fails.
barbed?
Yep.
Okay.
And then Fef, you get the advantage.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna legendary resist that for my last
Alright.
legendary resistance.
Cool, we're in
All
business.
right, we're in business. Yep. Yep. So
He
many of
will
my spells are
take-
radiant. It is unfortunate.
Okay, he's still gonna take. Okay, so 7d6 base, up by 1d6 up to 10th. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13d6. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's like I'm playing Warhammer. Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I feel the same way, but it's because I think I'm an orc.
Okay, so let me get these into groups of 10. Okay. So we're looking at 12, 24. Plus 12 is 36, right? 12
Yep.
times 3.
Yep.
36, yes.
Yeah, 36, 46, 56, plus
Oof.
9. 65 divided by 2, so 32 damage.
Damn, big psychic damage.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sixes in that roll. That's fucking crazy.
What does it look like when you cast psychic lens?
I extend my wooden spoon, but I hold it like if you were to hold a spoon like backhanded, like you were gonna like stab someone with it, and then like a white spear forms it, and I like jab it forward like a javelin, and the spear dislodges from the spoon and gets launched at the guy.
As you javelin throw this, it once again, as it has before, hits this wall of force, bounces around, and a massive lance, a gigantic pike, pierces through right into the radiant snail. Okay. After that, I'm going to take my legendary action to attack this stupid wall of force. This has put in so much work for you guys. I'm going to swing. I'm going to hit the object as the wall of force. As it brings down the blade, it strikes on the wall of force. It shatters.
Damn it.
And you are revealed beneath it. Lanfere, it is your turn.
All right. I am going to summon a construct.
Okay.
A stone construct. Oh, the shield is down. So now I have to choose.
You were about to get a really beefy construct.
I was gonna get a big boy. Get a big boy.
I had a plan if that was still up too.
Yeah, I can do it
Alright.
again. I just have to go to
Yeah?
bed.
I just have to EP once. All right. Instead, I'm gonna attempt to dominate monster.
Alright, what type of save?
It'll be a 22 whiz.
You are without my reaction.
22 on the dot. Rolled an 8 plus 14.
Could I interest you in barbs?
Damn, I could barbs as well.
Wait, did you say plus 18?
Plus 14.
8 plus 14. Bring it to a 22 on the dime. So who's Startch? You've used your barbs already because
Yeah,
that's how
no,
you got the psychic lance. Lanfere, are you barbsing?
I'll barbs it. Why not?
That is a 26, 12 plus 14.
Big rip.
Think
Alright.
of the snail. He obviously has good charisma.
Power word salt.
Seasoning.
Power word.
Alright, Lanfere, that is your action and your reaction. The bonus action and movement remaining.
What's his sword look like?
It's made of light and fire.
Yeah, but like what shape?
Like the Golden Order Great Sword from Elden Ring. It is a great sword, glowing. Let me grab a picture and I'll.
Is
post
that a
it.
quality build sword or like a strength build sword?
Faith. It's like a faith and quality.
God damn it. Okay, so this fucking snail is he's got good stats all around.
This guy's he's a little gigabuff. I'm not gonna lie. He's a little OP. I would say his
the
intelligence is his
brilliant
weakest stat. You've been targeting the right stuff. I've been having to use legendary resistances on those a lot. Did someone get a tattoo of KitchenAid? Is that what I'm seeing in the
Oh my
Garrakus
God.
chat?
Not again.
No way.
Is it mouse?
Someone said Nightwolf has 4 KitchenAid, and then it's just a drawing of KitchenAid. Is that real? Is that Nightwolf? Are you in chat, and can you confirm? Is that actually KitchenAid?
Nightwolf is in chat.
Is this because you love cooking, or is this for KitchenAid specifically?
You have to tell the truth.
Explain yourself.
I like the
Explain
triangle and the little plants around it too.
Stream is stopping until Nightwolf.
yourself. until
Yeah, we
until
need
I get an
answers.
answer.
Halt.
Also, chat, this is a good
me
opportunity
just-
for you to understand the delay. Note when Nightwolf sends the message. Note when we all react.
We're in chat. Are they still here? Can they
That is
hear
the
us?
question.
Someone get Nightwolf. Who's friends with Nightwolf?
I'll call them on Discord right now. They're getting ring.
Nightwolf, you got to explain yourself right now.
They must be pooping.
Back here, Nightwolf.
All right. Well, when they get back, we'll ask them. We will ask them.
That was not the time to lurk.
Now is not the time to lurk.
Wild.
Anyway, back to the game. Lanfere, you've done your
Yeah, big
you've
whiff.
taken your
I'm
turn.
gonna take a big step back
Okay.
in a comical way.
It is now time for me to swing as with a legendary action, I'm going to swing the blade at Startch Mange.
Oh boy.
Does a
Yes.
20? Okay.
If it
Doesn't
starts with a T.
Yes.
The blade comes down, and you see that radiant energy that was given to him earlier begin to run up the blade as he smites you with a higher powered version than a paladin could do. And as a result, it spreads in a 30-foot cone behind it. Additionally, I need dex saves from Lanfere and Tsusoet.
That's cool.
I want to use my reaction to do a little hop.
17.
You've already used your reaction to Silvery
Darn
Barbs. No hopping allowed.
No stam.
No stamp. This is not Shadow the Earth Tree.
I am on the broom.
This is not coming from the ground. It is
Okay.
a shotgun conal explosion.
My apologies.
Got a big old collision box. Big old BS collision box. How much was it? Sorry.
That is going to be so for Startch.
What's the save? Sorry.
The save is a dexterity saving throw, please.
17.
Cool. Yeah.
I would like to point out that DM, I have dark vision.
Oh man.
I was about to be like, what is that? And then I was like, oh, you're being a fuck. Startch, you take 62 radiant damage.
Oh, cool.
Lanfere and Tsusoet, you receive 33 radiant damage.
Oh
Oh,
man.
nice. Oh, look at
Okay.
that.
I am become dragon.
So you are a dragon.
Reveal yourself, oh vile beast! I will riddle with holes your rotten hide. Insert Egon speech here.
Curse you, bad.
Starch. Okay. It is now his actual turn from that legendary action. Seeing now what you are, oh Startchy Mange. I'm going to use one of my actions to progress the law. We have D8s are banned.
Not D10s, not D10s, not D10s.
Pray not for D20s, because it's now his turn, and that is a possible effect.
No, also not D20s.
Reroll. Actually, no, that's D12s again. D12s are banned once more.
Okay.
Okay, D8s, D12s.
The least used die.
Yeah. It's on the list, though, and I have to ban it. He is going to swing on you, Startch. That's a hit.
Well, hold on. AC's drastically different now.
Oh, my apologies. That is
Also,
going to be...
do we get shoved?
Yeah.
How big are you?
Am I like up and away, Team Rocket style?
we were tight.
You guys do get displaced. You guys get displaced a little bit.
Can they elect to ride?
Saying you made us walk all the way over here? The whole time?
I heard that through the walls.
To be fair, those are pretty thin doors.
Okay. That is, so D12s are banned now. Okay. Yeah, you guys are all shoved. I'll say you guys are just on either side of Startch. No negative effects. Because that would be silly in my opinion. However, that is a 32 to hits for the first one, Startch.
Okay, that will hit.
Okay. Second one. Okay, this is 31.
Yep.
27.
Yep.
20.
No.
Okay. 3 hits. You have 3 glow on you. And I'm going to roll my dice. It's gonna be 97 force damage as this snail is just hammering into you with everything that it has. Stabbing as hard as it can, screaming bloody murder the whole time. It truly believes it is on the holiest of missions. Lair action time. I'm going to progress the law. D4s are now banned.
D4s. Okay.
So now if you have a D4, that becomes just a 1.
Not a D3?
Not a D3. Those
Come
are not the
on.
standard dice
Not
that we
a
can
D2?
roll. Not a coin. No, it's a 1. All right. So it is your turn.
Okay. Taco, did you say you're able to get the bubble back up or not?
I mean, he's too big for the bubble.
Yeah, I won't fit in the bubble anymore, but I can.
Well, you
Bubble
guys
for
can make a
us.
wall.
Yeah, but
I
then
can
we'll just
hold
move-
my action for it because I've got a weird idea.
I can also try to paralyze him.
I'm
could also
quickly
dome
running out
him.
of options.
You could also dome him, as he is in fact a large creature and would fit inside of a bubble.
Regardless, at the
Can't
beginning
you
of his
do-
turn, he needs a con save.
Ain't you doing eat?
I don't have the swallow action.
Because that would be hilarious.
That'd be pretty fucking funny.
Everyone stretch and hydrate.
Well,
Con save of 20.
Con save of 20. Okay.
Oh, wait, hang on. I got to roll concentration. I took,
Yes,
what was
you
it,
do.
13 damage? No, 30.
33.
33.
Okay, so that means my con save is 17?
16.
16?
16. Round down. Yes.
Come on, baby.
What are you concentrating on?
Natural 20.
What were you
plus-
concentrating on? Insect plague.
Insect plague. Plus 4, 24.
Okay.
Okay,
You make
so
a save. I need to make the con
that's,
save because of the bugs.
yeah,
correct?
9d10 on the con save of the bugs that are around him.
All right. That is a 17. I fail. Please roll your damage.
Let's go. That's 55 magical piercing damage.
55.
And just to make sure I retain, it's still at 10th level because it was cast when the bubble was up originally. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I've got an idea. I don't know if it'll work. It might not, but I'm going to hold my action because I've noticed something interesting about a spell with its upcast mechanics.
Okay. Elaborate.
I am happy to. Dispel magic.
And what would you like to do with the spell magic upcast?
Well, you can target various magical effects, and if it is upcast, you can target multiple magical effects. So maybe I can just like whittle at this dude's magical properties.
That's not what the upcast of dispel magic does.
As soon as the spell software like automatically end the effects of the spell. You right. Automatically end the effects of a spell on the target if it is equal to. Okay, so it becomes
It would auto
automatic.
upcast to 10th level, though. So if there are any magical effects on the target, I would count the law progression effect as magical. I would
Alright.
count it as very high level, and it might require even higher than 10th,
Okay.
but it is a dispellable effect. It is magical.
That's my pitch. Otherwise, I don't have a ton of other options. Everything else that I have is either I don't have the spell slots for it, or it's radiant. I could also just cast invisibility on the Dargan, but I don't think that's gonna work. He knew he was a dragon.
My
Oh. Go ahead.
my concern with the dispel magic thought is like with my human brain thinking about like we've seen other above 9th level spells. Most of them were just like big, lots of damage, bigger areas of effect. I would imagine that for an in-game effect to impact the outside of game world, it's probably pretty fucking high up there.
Yeah, that
The
makes
DC
sense.
is pretty... I would say that it is not outside the bounds of a caster with full 20 in a stat.
Okay. So I'm gonna scrap that idea.
Okay.
And
Oh,
Oh,
a
oh,
night wolf response.
oh,
Nightwolf is typing.
Nightwolf is typing. Everyone hold.
Did they really get KitchenAid, the boy, tattooed on their arm?
next week on Dragon Ball Z. Or do they just like cooking and baking?
The character was passionate, driven, and will never be forgotten.
That's not
That's a
fucking
confirmation!
answer.
Is it? No.
No, we asked, is that a tattoo of KitchenAid or just of an appliance because you like to cook? And they said it's a good character. They were dodging.
So if you haven't joined the Discord,
Yeah. Riveting discourse. Or you can also find the link for the panels I'm running at Gen Con. We need to hit that 50 minimum tickets for one of them. Huffy says, okay, but is that really a tattoo of KitchenAid, the character that you received, or do you just really enjoy cooking?
We need confirmation.
Stream is on pause while we wait. Be honest. Tell the truth.
Nightwolf, please.
There's not a correct answer. We just need a answer.
I just need to know. I just want to know.
I'm begging you.
Begging you.
This is not like when you were a kid and you got in trouble and like your parents were like, is there anything you want to tell me? There's a correct answer. That's not this.
Yeah, this is if you got it, we'll be happy. If you didn't get it, we'll just think that's really cool. You know? But I need to know. Okay, well, I don't think we should actually pause.
Yeah, maybe we might be stressing Nightwolf out.
Because we have but Nightwolf, take your time. Anyway, back to the
All right.
back to the fight.
Running low on options, I already have a concentrated spell up, so that's good. Just keep that in mind as I potentially waste this turn with as I cast divination.
What?
and ask the mollusk, would you please call off your angelic snail guardian radiant boyo? We are, please.
There's a 25% chance, cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get a random reading.
I've done my part.
Really
55
divination.
damage, magical piercing. Okay.
in combat. Oh yeah, all right. Yeah, I suppose that gives you a little leeway.
I don't have any options. It's that or I light myself on fire.
You get a quick vision.
Okay.
You see the snail, the radiant snail, kneeling before a writhing mass of tentacles and eyes and whirling beaks and shells. I pledge my life to you. I will defend you. No dragon will eat your firstborn son. I, the second eldest, will be your vanguard. The realm of magic is safe under my watch. The barrier of crystal will hold. I promise you. I promise you.
That was actually really good information. Hey, who's the firstborn son of the mollusk?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? And legendary action.
hang on.
Your turn.
I'm on my broom of flying.
Yeah.
I would like to fly up and around to be behind this adversary.
All right, sounds good. Legendary action. Pivots on a dime and smacks you out of the sky.
Wind up, pivot, smack.
Oh God!
Oh
Crits on a 19 and 20.
Oh god.
Oh.
Yes, I die once
I
again. I get to go back up to my list of mushrooms for what I say when I come back from the dead.
All right. 58 radiant damage.
Oh, I'm fine.
And he's flying 10 feet up. You fall. You're knocked out of the sky. Take an extra 2d6
Okay.
bludgeoning damage as you fall. That's 4 extra bludgeoning damage.
Clang.
Whack. You also have
the
a
same
glow
side.
on you.
Oh. Well, that's
All right.
nice.
Startch, speaking of glows, you got 3. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
It shall be done. Blah, 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 blah.
The barrier of crystal, the firstborn son. What's happening? That was actually a really clutch bunch of information. Just happened to happen in combat.
You made a bold move. I'm gonna reward it.
Oh god. 31.
31. You make the save. The flash goes off again. And you cover your eyes and feel nothing. You may take your turn freely.
Lanfere, are you on the ground?
Yes.
Fef, you are in the air.
I'm on the ground. I got grounded.
You boys make this difficult.
Yeah,
I
shame
will.
on us for being groundlings.
No. I could have communicated.
No, it's fine. I'm just.
I will rotate 90 degrees. I will go if Fef is 12 and Lanfear's 6, I will go to 3.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm gonna cone breath weapon, and I don't want to paralyze the homies.
Yeah, you can clip the wings of the.
It's a 90-foot
snake.
cone, my guy.
That's a steep angle. That's a steep angle.
Boy,
I'm gonna ask for you to move and be perpendicular. And I think you have to move up a bit to be to be able to avoid your allies.
Yeah.
But yes.
yeah, I do what I need to do to.
Jeff moved exactly in the path of that.
Yep.
All right. What do I need to roll?
Alternatively, I could fly and go from like vertical to like parallel to the ground and send it like a pizza slice. Like I could turn it into a line. Anyways, but that's D&D does not account for the third dimension.
If you actually specifically, it does account for cones being shot straight down.
Oh,
A cone shot straight down gains the width of a sphere. I've looked this up before because I've dragon strats. If you shoot a cone straight down, it becomes a spherical pyramid.
oh, wild. That would still hurt my friends.
Yep.
That hurts my brain.
Yep.
Okay, I will do what I need to do to not hit the homies, even if it involves getting into melee. That's okay.
You can move up. You have to move into melee. You gotta be basically right on top of it. Shotgun blast behind it, and you'll be fine.
Okay, cool. And then I will use my paralyzing breath. He needs to make a DC 24 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. That is a 24 on the dime. I rolled a 10.
I look at Lanfear as priority passes to him. Doth thou have a reaction?
Don't.
I will mention you are a ancient dragon and have access to spell casting.
Yeah, I know. I'm just out of first level. I'm just out of this fucking spell slots.
Okay.
I will
silvery
consume-
barbs my own cast last turn.
Yeah, he shall be barbed once again. I am yet again without targets for the advantage.
That is a 23.
Woo!
He is
Praise
paralyzed.
Let's go.
He do be paralyzed for 1 minute. He can repeat the save at, I believe, the end of each of his turns. Yes, at the end of each of his turns. All right, he's locked up.
Oh, we
You
have
know,
lore.
boys.
Nightwolf. Okay, the true story is our friend Zoe is a professional chef. It's her tattoo that she got today, but she does appreciate the KitchenAid as an NPC story.
Heard.
Got you.
Heck yeah.
Got you.
Love it.
Nice. The
We
relief of
love
knowing.
that for your friend. My curiosity has been sated. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, Nightwolf.
The radiant sail will fall to the ground. It was hovering 10 feet up. It will fall. It takes 2 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Owie. Lanfere. Sorry, you have bonus actions?
No.
Lanfere, it is your turn.
Well,
I have legendary actions.
You don't have legendary actions as a player. That is
I
a
know,
distinct
I know.
ruling from the monster man. Don't you try to get me, you stinker.
If I wanted to try and get you, I would have just tried and used them and be like, oh, actually, I interrupt.
I'll give you. You guys will probably get legendary actions by the end of this campaign because fuck it, it's a short one, but not today. Not today.
I wanna like shonen in the middle of the fight gain a legendary action. You know, in a very emotional
My
moment.
ultimate move.
Yeah, emotionally climactic. Not sure what I want to do. We have D6s, right? I might just hit with a disintegrate again. Since it's a dex. Can't hit it any. Can't dodge it.
I need a dex save. Got you. I instantly fail because I'm paralyzed.
Oh! So that's 122 damage? Oh no, it rolled. It's in there. 82. Sorry. Yeah, it added the 40.
Oh,
That makes more sense. I was like, ooh.
Nicely done. It's good damage.
Disintegrate.
Alrighty, 82 damage. Big blast onto the paralyzed snail. My turn. I'm gonna end my. I have to end my turn, and I'm gonna repeat the saving throw.
Nice.
What type of save is this again?
Constitution.
Oof. Oof, that's not what you want to see. That is another 23.
Ooh.
Love it.
Oh man,
That is rough. That is rough.
that is so rough.
Okay, well, now I can't use... Okay. I have lair actions to deal with this. But it makes me sad, because I've got to give up my progression on my laws. I wanted to get the full board lock. I wanted to have all my stacks pieces in place. I'm going to give up the full law as it has progressed
Okay.
on my lair action, and I will end the effect paralysis on the Radiant Snail. Lair action ended. Tsusoet, it is your turn. He is no longer paralyzed as he gets back up. That was a cheap trick, foul dragon!
On his turn, he would have had to make a DC 20 con save.
Correct. Con saves can still be passed while paralyzed. That is a 22.
Okay, he's gonna take half.
With the removal of the laws, is that all of them, or just like
All the
top one
laws
on
have
the
been
stack?
removed, so nothing is banned anymore.
He
All dice are back on the
takes land. All right. He takes half of 44 magical piercing.
Okay, 22. Whittling away at him. Okay. Okay, so it is now your turn right proper.
Yeah.
Do we get bloodied coals in this little campaign?
You know what? Sure, he is past bloodied. That just put him over.
Okay.
Man. How are we looking on health, gang?
Good.
Lanfere?
Sorry, what?
How's your health?
I'm okay. I'm at like 2/3. Maybe more like... Yeah.
Good night, Nightwolf. I don't have my ring wish. What is this? What is this spell? Oh. I would have to bounce this off of the DM. I have a Grim Hollow spell here. That is essentially the petrification spell, but wood. It's called Arboreal Curse. You attempt to turn one creature you can see into within range into wood. If the target's body is made of flesh, the creature must make a con save. On a failed save, it is restrained. The flesh begins to harden into bark. On a successful save, the creature isn't affected. The creature restrained by the spell must make another con save at the end of each of its turns. I should have opened with this.
I will say, this thing, despite maybe being snails are made of the magic that they are from. So
Okay.
this thing probably wouldn't be affected by a spell that targets flesh in that particular fashion.
Okay. I've got concentration up on Insect Plague, and I don't want to drop that because it's upcast to 10th level. I've got 1 7th level left, and then I'm down to my 4th level, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st level spells. I'm gonna cast Heal on Lanfere at 7th level. Here's what I'm gonna do. If DM allows, I would like to hold my action to cast Heal on the next targeted ally.
That would... Holding an action of a spell requires concentration. And the concentration on the insect plague.
Good shout. Other options. Can't hold person. I can't charm person. Dispel isn't going to be applicable here. Freedom of movement not applicable. Invisibility doesn't matter. Stellar bodies is radiant. Water breathing would be funny. Moonbeam is radiant. Oh! Nope, that's concentration. Ah, man, I am not kitted optimally for this particular fight. And that's... Okay. You said you're 2/3? Lanfere?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna cast Heal on myself.
Okay.
Because I am past the halfway point, and I'll get 80 HP back.
Excellent.
And that's my turn. I guess I stand up. And I'm directly behind him.
Legendary action. I'm gonna have to reestablish the law. I need charisma saving throws from everybody, please.
God damn it.
15.
17.
Screw you, become tree.
I'm gonna use my Silvery Barbs inspiration.
Ooh, I will also use my Silvery Barb's inspiration.
23.
Startch, important to note, as you are a dragon, you have access to legendary resistances, just not legendary actions.
I do.
Yes, you do.
Cool.
I burn. Sorry.
That is going to be it fails across the board.
I
Startch.
burn my advantage to get up to 20.
That is unfortunately still a fail across the board.
23 was a
Start.
fail.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'll burn one. We'll go down to 2.
All right. Startch, you were exempt from the law. Tsusoet and Lanfere.
I am the law.
Tsusoet and Lanfere, your D6s are banned once again.
Okay.
Startch, your turn.
All right.
Roll
Where's
a D6 to see if you get back your breath weapon.
5s and 6s? So 5 ups. We got a 5.
Shit.
Yeah, wait. I could just breathe. If I breathe on him again, do any of you guys have stuff you can do within 5 feet to get the crits?
To get crits? No.
Lanfere,
No.
do you have Scorching Ray?
Who are you people?
Just
I'm a
druid.
teacher and a researcher, so I built my kid to be a teacher and a researcher. I'm lucky I have Disintegrate.
Oh,
we don't
can
have
I second
access to
action? Can I bonus action second wind to get a D10 plus 2 HP back?
Yes.
Thanks.
We still don't have access to D8s.
No, everything is back
we have-
now.
Oh, everything's back on the menu.
Everything's
Okay,
back
cool.
on the menu except for Lanfere and Tsusoet, who now no longer can use D6s. You succeed on the save and are not affected by the law.
Okay, I'm above the law.
You're above the law.
Oh, God, wait a minute.
Okay, cool. I'll shotgun. How's he looking?
Just under half, probably. I
Okay,
don't know.
cool.
That's what bloody
Then-
means, right?
Yeah. I will use. I have 2 breath weapons, so this time we'll use the cold breath weapon. So he needs another DC 24 con save as I throw snow at him.
That's gonna be a 32.
Okay, he will take half of 15 D8.
God damn.
Hey man, we talked about this beforehand, and I was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure you're sure?"
I'm sure. I love the idea of the dragon. I love the dragon.
Where was the 15? Where's the D8? Okay. So I don't own this many D8s. Oh God, Jesus. Holy shit, that broke my computer. Okay, 57 divided by 2.
28.
No. 28?
Yeah.
Yeah.
28 cold damages and frosty breath weapon happens. Anything silly happen with it?
Nope. He just takes damage.
No goofs and gas. All right.
No goofs.
That Start's turn. I'm gonna take another legendary action. Okay. I gave you guys a threat before. This is a hard fight. I should make good on that promise and kill somebody.
Get ready, sew it.
I know, right? I did heal up. Like I did see this coming.
you know what? So you are not the problem. It's the stupid fucking dragon. I am going to. It is Puff the Magic Dragon out here. I am going to cancel the law. I'm going to sacrifice my law, and I am going to. I'm currently my weapon is a Force Breaker.
Please let me know if he casts any spells.
Do you know what? He doesn't. I'm going to give myself the guaranteed critical hit once effect. And I'm going to target Startch Mange if I hit.
I impose disadvantage with my reaction.
Okay. That is a 22 to hit.
God damn it.
Damn
Beats
it. Wait, that hit. Okay, but I'm gonna. Wait, that's. I haven't rolled disadvantage yet.
Okay.
That disadvantage is putting in work. That's an 18. An 18. Okay.
I bite his sword.
Okay, but I got more hits.
Damn it.
No, that's my legendary action. Damn it.
Oh, no.
Yes.
I wanted blood. I wanted blood. All right, Lanfere. I believe it is your turn.
so proud of that.
All right.
Am I all over the turn order? Did I forget how turns work?
Oh,
You just did your cold breath
I-
weapon. I took a legendary action.
Yeah.
Now it is Lanfear's turn. We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm
Okay.
not confused. I'm on it.
Now I'm gonna summon a construct.
Okay.
7th level. It's gonna be a stone construct.
It's not a Garrakus episode until Tsusoet dies. Just at the end of the episode, there's been no combat. I dropped dead.
All right, yeah. So it would. There's no summoning sickness in D&D, right? So yeah.
No.
Does it go after me in the turn order?
It takes its turn after you.
Okay.
That you can issue verbal commands that don't use an action to command. And it will continue to do the commands that you give it.
Smack the snail. That's the command.
All right, it will do so. Olivia shoots
And
a great
that's
action.
my turn. So I guess it'll be this. So it's gonna be 85 HP. 1 AC. All right. I think actually it's more than 85 because I'm a summoner. Yeah. So it's just gonna smack. Do a multi-attack.
Okay. Roll to hit.
All right. So it's gonna be a 32 to hit for the first swing.
All right, that hits.
Pull that stat sheet back up. So we got 1 hit. Ooh. That's gonna be higher by 3 than. So 35 to hit.
That hits.
And a 22 to hit.
22 is gonna be a miss.
Ah, big whiff. I have to spell. Yeah, so okay. All right. Okay. A whole 3d8 is what that's gonna look like. Have any disallowed?
3d8 plus 11 per.
All right, yeah. So it'll be 20 plus 33. So 53.
53 damage. What does this construct look like as you summon him in?
It looks kind of like a gargoyle, sort of, but like a random, like, it looks like the last creature that I like wrote into my book.
Hell yeah.
Careful, you start
So I
talking
had-
about your book, people are going to want to hear about it.
We'll go construct. Yeah, I mean it's a big cataloger of all the creatures on all the planes.
Oh, I thought you meant in real life.
Oh.
Radiant Snail will now take his turn.
Ah, guess what?
What?
Stone construct. Make a wisdom save. 22.
Something happens to me?
If you fail.
Wisdom save?
Yeah, wisdom 22.
Is this a fear effect?
No.
Okay, well, I fail. That is a 16
Oh,
because I
great.
rolled a 2.
No reactions and speed is halved until next turn.
Take that.
Stone lethargy.
I hate you. Grr. Radiant Snail is going to cast a spell.
Oh,
I will use my reaction to bite him.
To bite? Okay. Roll the hit, please.
Me and my Mage Slayer, I will get my value.
Yeah, I mean, I do have a reaction, so I could counterspell as well.
34.
34. That hits. Roll your damage.
I will bite. I will chompa chompa. Sad. Okay, 11 plus 10, 21. Oh, average. 21. Piercing.
21. Piercing. Owie! I take that damage and it hurts.
How's he taste?
As you bite into it, it tastes like hope.
Yummy.
Lanfere, is that counterspell coming?
Yeah.
What level you hitting?
6.
Please roll for it, adding your intelligence modifier to a d20 roll.
Sparky, welcome in. Thank you for the raid, friendo. Hope you had a good stream.
Alright. Dirt at 20.
Dirty 20, unfortunately, does not succeed, as this is a very high level spell that is going
You
to...
still have inspiration or advantage from silvery barbs from like eons ago.
You do have advantage.
If you want to burn it now.
Yeah, let's try it. Why not? I mean, it's not likely I'll get a higher, but yeah. Yeah, 23.
So close.
Yeah, big
So close. The 15th level spell, Arcane Smite, is cast upon his blade. And he angles himself around so that he is aiming at Startch and Tsusoet. May God have mercy for these souls. I must go all out just this once. Arcane Smite! And as he brings his blade up to the heavens, a beam of light extends, piercing the skies, and he brings it down upon both Startch and Tsusoet. However, Tsusoet, you have different effects you're going to have to deal with. Startch, I just need to hit you. And remember, this is the auto crit hit on it, as well as Force Breaker.
22.
Does a... it does hit. That is a 30.
That'll hit.
All right. Is it crit? It's going to hurt.
Okay.
1, 2.
That sounds cool, Nordic.
$192 force damage as this thing brings it down upon you. So it,
Yeah, buddy.
I need a dex saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. I've got dex. Ooh, no, I don't. Is this magical at all? That I would have
This
advantage?
is magical. This is magical.
17.
Nice.
Didn't even want to kill you.
You can't.
151 force damage.
I'm alive.
Yeah!
Oh my god!
As this blast
12
attack-
HP, baby.
As this blade crashes down on top of Startch, a backblast of force carves into you in a massive cone area. Any spell effects, I need you to make that concentration saving throw.
Oh, damn it. I
don't
have
think you
advantage on
can.
that for all the good that's gonna do. I have to make a 75, roughly.
Yes.
76. Well, guess what, gang?
75.
9. No, my 10th level.
Well,
I'd like to think that I've always had a lot of like spores around me and little tiny mushrooms growing off of me. And now I'm just down to the bare minimum. Like you can see jawbone of skeleton peeking out, you know, little bits and pieces there. And I'm like a lot thinner. All of my beardy bits are gone. And I'm just like
Singed. All right, that's the snail's turn. I'm going to activate my lair action. I'm going to try and impose my laws again. Charisma saves.
Nat 20. Charisma? Yeah, nat 20.
Yep. Plus.
Nothing.
Oh, right.
It's the highest I can possibly get on a charisma save.
24.
24, okay.
How about a smooth 10?
Tsusoet and Lanfere, y'all are enforced under the law. Startch Mange, you are safe. The DC is 24. And I'm banning your D12s again. Fucking hell.
Yes.
Oh no!
All right, I no longer have concentration up. That opens me up a little bit. Not by much, though.
Alrighty. Tsusoet, your turn.
Okay. I think I'm actually out of options. So instead of just stabbing him for a D4 plus 5, I'm gonna look at Jeffathan and be like, Jeffathan, hurt him for my action. If I think because a while ago you said it would be an action to command the.
Yeah, you can command your students.
Yeah. Hurt him.
Everything goes. Got it, sir!
Without radiance!
And you see Jeffathan just gets down onto his knees and brings his hands up to the sky and goes, fall. And meteorites begin to crash down from the heavens. Jeffathan does not have sculpt spells. I need dex saves on everyone.
What? You couldn't be content to go down on your own.
Single spory tear. It's beautiful.
What we got on those dex saves?
Oh god.
Jeffathan's DC is more reasonable than the thing. So
17.
21.
Startch succeeds. So what'd you get? Let that save.
I miss Luna. Where's Senpai?
Where's Senpai?
We needed Senpai in this fight for sure.
What'd you get on your deck save?
We're all shown to be lowly Kohai here.
Remember when we talked
under the
before
meteor storm?
the game and we were like, yeah, probably no combat today. Probably just like puzzles and role play. And we were like, and I was just like, I'm fucking eating him.
I'm gonna fight with the first motherfucker that looks at me. I swear to God. I swear to God. Yeah, it'll just be a chill night out with some friends. Like, we're just gonna go to Denny's and we'll be back home before you know it.
I'm fucking getting kicked out of the Applebee's on nickel shot night.
Nickel night.
Lanfere, I still didn't get that deck save. What'd you get?
I didn't. I was
Okay.
too flabbergasted to roll a dex save. Oh, look. It's a 3. Of course it is.
And you can see that Jeffathan goes to sculpt the spell, and then remembering that he's a druid. As the meteorite crashes.
I'm so proud.
100 and 44 damage.
Oh, I am so
Bludgeoning
dead.
and fire damage. Startch, you succeed on the deck save. You take 72 of that. Are you dead?
Nope.
Oh, look at you!
Tsusoet and Lanfere, you take full damage.
Oh yeah, no, I'm under
Should we
a
mention-
rock. All you can see is my hands and my little feet. I'm a
snail.
Yamcha. I'm Yamcha deep into the ground.
I am pancake mushroom.
The snail is also dead.
Yes!
Combat is over.
Oh.
See as it succumbs underneath the blast. I failed you, master.
While he's saying his last words, I ravenously fall upon him and eat that son of a bitch. And
that
no
is where
one's
we're gonna
alive to
end.
see it.
That's where we're gonna end with you eating him. We'll explain what happens on that afterwards. Thank you so much for watching.
Oh, that was amazing. Gang, thank you so much for being here. We're going to be doing a raid, so don't go anywhere just yet. Pretty please helps us out a ton. That was beautiful. I need Mavis to come back just to see this. We won't have our episodes next week because we are going to be at Gen Con. And we got stuff going on then.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, that's the end note. Yeah. Apparently, there's a firstborn son and the barrier of crystal. I assume that's what the barrier is that the Moss was speaking about earlier. So that's interesting. I'll have to pick what mushroom I'll say when I come up from the dead this time. I'm running 2 panels at Gen Con. There are still tickets available. One of them we really need tickets for because we have to get to a minimum of 50, and they approved it yesterday. Apparently that happened across the board. So if you're going to Gen Con, please buy a ticket. It's only like $6. And the other one is almost full. The DM do's and don'ts. And that one's free. So get your ticket now while you can. Hyena Fall's coming up, 5-day LARP event. That's in November. That's gonna be super fun. I'm going. Tsusoet is kind of proud of Jeffathan.
Is he?
A little
Or
bit.
is he unconscious?
Well, yeah, his
he
last
just-
moments were that of beaming pride.
His disembodied spirit over his dying body is proud.
I will not save him from Lanfere, though, because that's a learning experience in itself. So Jared, you get 2 weeks to figure out how you're gonna hurt Jeffathan. I think that's it for me. I'm Sir Pfeffers, the primary dungeon master of the long shot table. Come late August, we will be jumping back into our 3 weekly campaigns: Terraform, Windfall, and Void Scourge. Rockstar Cast, if you want to get caught up on any of those, including the various summer series, you can head over to the YouTube, and don't forget to head over to the Discord. Information about the Gen Con panels will be in the Discord. We got memes, we got a fantastic community, and most importantly, we got bingo. Over to Taco.
What's up, everyone? I play your favorite cooking dragon wizard chef, Startch. I feel satiated in this moment. Fuck that guy. Lanfere.
God, I would like it to be on the record that Lanfere was the least interested in this fight. He really wanted to talk to that freaking snail.
I was actively trying to not have us fight. I was actively going out of the way. He didn't say shit.
Oh, Lanfere, I'm so sorry.
So much data lost. The interview that could have been added under the snail section in his book would have been incredible.
Hey, bro,
Yeah,
come on
like-
my podcast.
Talk directly to a snail. First-hand source. But
We still
no,
can.
that-
Nah, he's in my tummy.
He's actively
Oh,
being
yeah.
consumed.
Leave the face.
I can try.
Oh, yeah. Big sad.
Oh man. Offbeat.
Oh yeah. Hi, I'm Offbeat
yes,
Outlaw.
sorry. I
I have
thought
been
it
the
was
dungeon
last.
master. I've been the dungeon master for this evening. I had to hard pivot because Startch was decided to pick a fight with a NPC, and I was like, you know what? I want to reward this behavior. He picked a fight. He's got to fight. He's
You
gonna
also
get
rolled
that.
in that one. It was both of us. We were
Yeah, we
both drunk
both
in that
were-
Arby's parking lot.
We both looked at each other and just didn't like the vibe. We both were drunk. We both got a little too crazy on Nickel Night, and we decided it was time to settle the fucking bets.
Oh my god, amazing.
Shit.
Oh, this was fun. This went exactly exactly the wrong way I thought I was going to. I'm so happy.
Exactly how it
This is gonna
should
be
have
awesome.
gone, though.
Exactly the way that it should have, because it's the way we're going, and I'm so proud of us.
I'm so proud of this community.
So proud of this community. Pass it back to Fed.
All right, gang, we're gonna go vibe with the Passive Lion, a really cool person I met about a year ago now. Fantastic bean. Go show him some love. He's playing some Palia. Have a fantastic weekend coming up. Let's go. You just got that last sprint of Friday, and then you in it. Let's go. Woo. Bye.
Go to Disney when we lived when we were
And